Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for August 2024. We're going to break down each life path number and take a look at what this month could hold in store for you. This, of course, is a general forecast. If you would like your own personalized numerology reading or forecast, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. I would love to work with you. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're on my YouTube channel, please go ahead and hit the notification bell so that you know when I drop a video. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what August has in store. A Life Path 11-2. So you all are going to be working with the vibration of the 18-9 for August. You're also going to be working with elephant energy. And I kind of want to talk about elephant first because it does correlate with the 18-9 beautifully, but some things instantly came to mind when this card came out for you guys. So with the elephant, it's interesting because if you think about an elephant, they're these massive creatures. They have a very strong presence. They're also highly intelligent. But they also move very quietly. An elephant can move through the forest undetected, and these are massive creatures. So what this immediately brought to mind for you all is like tapping into your genius, tapping into your soul's creativity, and doing so almost unseen and unheard at first, right? So because this is what the image that's coming through is like this massive elephant moving through the lush forest undetected. But when it emerges through the forest into the meadow, or onto the savanna, it's a huge presence. It's a huge force to be, you can't deny it, right? So there's something here for you all. And this again correlates with the 18-9, which I'm going to talk about, but truly exploring and tapping into your own personal inner genius, your own personal creativity. What lights you up? What inspires you? What are you passionate about? Where do your thoughts go? And where do your dreams take you? Where does your imagination lead you to? And can you explore that more deeply this month? Can you follow your inspirations? Can you follow your big ideas? Can you think big without immediately talking yourself out of it? And can you do so without having to display it or sort of seek validation from the external? So there's a silence to this. There's a peacefulness, sort of like it's close to your heart, right? It's for you in this initial phase. And it may take some time, right? It may take a month, it may take a year, it may take several years to really hone in on and figure out what it is that you want to become the expert at, what it is that you want to invest your energy in and your resources and your time and your blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak. And so it doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be, again, validated by the external. It can be something that is sacred to you, that you explore quietly with yourself until you feel like you're stepping into that presence, like you feel solid with that knowing. And maybe it's going to take going to school. Maybe it's going to take, getting a mentor. Maybe it's going to take, really fine tuning whatever that is and perfecting it to where you feel confident in it, where you feel like you're in that presence of the elephant when it emerges into the Serengeti, right? So there's this process to it, and it's not meant to be rushed because it's so sacred. It's so uniquely yours. And once you tap into that, once you secure that and really truly recognize that this is your gift, that this is yours, that this is you, and you figure out how you want to express it, then you emerge, then you get loud, then you express yourself in a way that others can see it and appreciate it and benefit from it. It's interesting because with 11-2 energy, sort of a big signature of this energy is feeling lost for quite some time. Kind of feeling like you don't know where you belong, or you don't know what you're meant to do. You don't know, what your purpose is, how you're meant to express yourself. And this can be really overwhelming for anybody, but especially for 11-2s, because you also likely feel that pressure, that sort of like there is something bigger you're meant to step into. There is this bigger presence that you're meant to be in this world. And that's the 11 energy. You are. There is. And so, but it takes time. It takes patience, and it takes sort of, I don't want to say perseverance, but it really takes that curiosity and that exploration and overcoming any self-doubt and barriers that's keeping you from pursuing or exploring whatever this is. But with Elephant coming through, I just thought that was so poignant because there is this period where it's meant to be soft and gentle and quiet and undetected. You are meant to step into, if you choose to, this larger than life presence, and you are meant to be seen and experienced by the world, by the masses, but that doesn't come quickly. And so sort of what I'm trying to say is, for this period, if you're in this period as an 11-2 of elephant energy, just try to see the sacredness of this quietness, the sacredness of this phase, of this exploration, of this curiosity. Other people may not get it, and other people may have expectations for you that you feel like you need to fulfill, but you don't have to fulfill those expectations. You don't even have to fulfill your own expectations. You just have to continue to follow what inspires you, what you feel passionate about, where you feel guided. Trust that knowing and drown out the external noise and make the decisions that help to move you in that direction. And you can do it quietly. You don't have to be validated by your parents, by your friends, by your partner, by society. Because if you try to meet those expectations, if you try to reach that validation, it's going to be somebody else's inspiration that you're meeting, not your own. So there's a lot of beauty in this energy coming through for you guys in August. So this could really be a period of discovery, of discovering those talents, those passions, those inspirations, of tapping into that inner guidance that's helping to lead you to that point. But in order to hear it, in order to recognize it, there has to be the stillness. There has to be that quiet, that sort of you with yourself, without, again, the external noise of telling you what you should do or what you're expected to do. So beautiful, beautiful energy with elephant coming through, because you are that presence. You are the elephant, right? But it's like you may be in this phase of mastering that vibration, of truly understanding the wisdom that comes with this energy and figuring out how best to express it, right? Because with wisdom this great, it can't be simply expressed. There's a method and a beauty and a magic to it. So August could really sort of open the doors for you into the windows of your own soul so that you can see more clearly the direction that you want to be moving in. And then you can start to make the decisions that help to move you there. Now, with the 18-9 energy, it's basically everything I just said in a lot of ways. 18-9 energy can be very healing, but it can also be a very spiritual experience. It's like a connection and a direct connection to your higher self, and really connecting with that side of yourself that is the co-pilot, or I should say the pilot, because really the ego is the co-pilot. So it's like this direct line of communication to your soul. And so you could find this month that you really do gain greater insight into your greater purpose, what it is that you want to achieve in this lifetime, what it is that you want to pursue and step into. And of course, that's ever evolving, but there's always this sort of innate gift or innate gifts that we brought to this planet. And our journey helps us to tap into those and discover what they are. And then we can find ways to enhance them, to grow them, and to become the experts at them. And then, of course, to express them and to share them with the world. So beautiful energy with the 18-9. This is like opening the direct channel to help you to gain more clarity into where it is that you want to be moving towards, what it is you want to be moving towards, how you want to express yourself. What does that look like? What's your plan? And to also give yourself grace if it's not happening immediately, if you don't just know. There is some mystery to it. And it's not meant, if it all came out in the open all at once, it would be overwhelming and you would probably give up on whatever this is. So keep going. See the sacredness of the journey, of the quietness, of that connection with yourself. And you don't have to share it right now. It's your egg. So you're nurturing this egg and eventually it will hatch and it will become something. But your job is to continue to explore it and follow the breadcrumbs wherever they take you. This 18-9 energy is also saying to get serious about your contributions in the world. And that doesn't mean to start expressing them, to put them out there, to, again, sort of seek that validation. It comes back to elephant energy of when it says get serious about those contributions, it's get serious about the exploration of your innate gifts and really, truly exploring those and deciding or figuring out, not even deciding, figuring out through that exploration and curiosity, how it is that you might want to explore them or express them. I would say this is a good time this month to write things down. The inspirations can be coming in hot and heavy this month. Anytime we move through a 9 cycle, that channel is wide open. So you could get some great ideas that come through this month. I would say take your time to plan it out, to get a plan of attack or a sort of a strategy of how you want to implement whatever this is, so that you don't feel overwhelmed if you don't see that instant gratification, or that you don't sort of beat yourself up if you don't see those instant results. There could be some things that need to close out now, because anytime we move through a 9 cycle, this is a time where divine intervention will remove what needs to be removed because we didn't have the sort of courage to remove it for ourselves. Whatever falls away this month shouldn't come as too much of a surprise. Usually we know that we need to release this. We know that we need to move in a different direction, but we haven't had the courage or the strength to do it. And that's okay. The 9 energy will come in and through divine intervention, remove it for us, right? Move us in a different direction through this sort of non-negotiable. And our job is to see that closure, that release as something positive, something that brings additional or better, more aligned opportunities, and not see them as punitive. So I would definitely say this month, find your balance between action and receptivity. There are going to be things that will come to you this month, and it's up to you what you choose to do with them. There will be things that you will be called to action for this month, and it's up to you to take the appropriate action that sort of meets the needs of whatever is presented to you. So beautiful, beautiful energy here, but by far, I love this vibration of elephant coming through for you. This is a feeling of justice, not a feeling of justice that someone else is going to give to you. Almost this feeling of like gaining that clarity and that sense of purpose or sense of self. And though you might not have all the answers yet, it might not come to fruition this month. There's a sense of justice that you feel more deeply connected to your higher self, to your soul. And you feel more connected with your intuition, and you're able to truly follow that without feeling like you have to explain it or justify it or seek validation for it. Big month for you all, 11s. I hope it's a beautiful one. Take care. Bye for now.